Hello, 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 hello. Beautiful souls. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm back with another video, okay? I'm taking a walk in nature, and honestly, I just felt inspired to record. Like, I might as well. Like, why not? Why not? This is how I stay rooted. This is how we stay rooted, okay? Looking at how rooted the trees are through all seasons, no matter what's happening, they stay rooted. And honestly, trees are so inspirational for that reason. So I'm just out here, man, and feeling inspired, feeling creative. I was not gonna lie, starting to feel a little slippery slope coming my way. But my consistency and my discipline asked me to come move, asked me to come out in nature and just commune, just connect. You know what I'm saying? So I'm out here. I'm like, might as well film my video. Never know what type of downloads will come through. Oh, like I said, welcome. I hope y'all have been staying rooted. If not, baby, we can be rooted together. This can be your encouragement to go ahead and get rooted. Whatever helps you stay rooted, baby, that's what I want for you. But how y'all feeling? Y'all all right? How's your heart? How's your mind? How's your body? How's your spirit? Those are all questions that I always want us to sit with, check in on. It's up to us to know what's going on. You got to check in. So hopefully you can take this moment to take inventory of what's going on with you. Are you feeling connected to your body? Have you been breathing deeply? Can you drop your shoulders a little bit? Unclench your jaw maybe? Yeah. That part right there. Yeah, you know exactly what I'm talking about. That tension in your shoulders. Roll it out, mama. Roll it out. I know. I know things been heavy, things been intense, things been what they have been, however they've been landing for you. But one thing about it, we're powerful. We're divine. We have to remember that all of the solutions are within us. Okay? So, whatever's happening in your world, I'm sending you love. I'm sending you light. I'm sending you good energy. Okay. We got this. We got this. You got to silence that ego and turn up that divinity. Okay. And when I say that, I'm talking to myself. I am talking to myself. Okay. So, the whole vibe of today's video, I really just wanted to go ahead and start like a monthly series of like monthly inventories. So, taking inventory of the month we just came out of, and then also like monthly magic. What am I looking forward to? What am I expecting? What things am I gonna stay consistent with, maintain, and what things do I need to improve? So, girl, let's take inventory of April and look forward to May, okay? I ain't gonna lie. April was low key that girl. Like, I showed April a good time as it relates to my wellness, my consistency internally. I was really watering my garden, really like filtering out thoughts that no longer served me and replacing them with thoughts that were from my higher self. And that felt good. I'm not going to say it was easy, but it felt good. I also feel like I kind of unlocked a new level to myself in April. Started my YouTube channel. I've been posting content pretty consistently on reels, on shorts, and just been very vulnerable and very raw. And like, I love that for me. Okay. In April, girl, I was also very consistent in that gym. I was moving my body. Okay. I tried something new. I did a pure barre class that my apartment was hosting. I had taken barre before, but I was just like, let me sign up for the class. They're having a free pop up. Might as well. Might as well. Then I got invited to another pure barre class on Wednesday morning at 6. So I'm going to have to be up bright and early. But that's okay because me and Bay said we wanted to get back in our early risings anyway. Okay, we had kind of slipped off. We had kind of slipped off. So I feel like that was the universe's way of like, you said you wanted to get back into your early vibe. Here's a commitment. And so I just felt like that was an abundant experience as well to put myself out there, talk to the instructor after the class, and end up being invited to her Wednesday morning class. So you never know, like this might turn into a consistent thing for me. So we'll see. We shall see. But it was very fun. So overall for April, I really am proud of the ways that I showed up for myself. I'm proud of the ways that I picked myself up when I felt any like slipping happening or just any like outdated narratives and thought patterns and all of that trying to show up. I did my best to really like hold space for however I was feeling. But at the same time, I made sure that my higher self was holding my hand. You know what I'm saying? I really like to make sure I'm acknowledging how I feel, sitting with it, being present with it, and then turning towards my resources, turning towards my internal strength, my divinity, my power, my truth, my angels, my ancestors, my guides. You know, like you don't have to do this thing alone. You're covered, you're protected, you're favored. You don't have to do it alone. So when those things are pulling at your mind, pulling at your strength, you feel like things aren't changing, you feel like things are stagnant, just know that there is something bigger and better working out in your favor. The whole universe is conspiring on my behalf. And I have to remind myself of that, baby, when I don't see it, when I don't feel like it, when I don't have that umph, you know, I have to literally remind myself that everything is working out in my favor, even if it doesn't feel like it. And that's up to me to choose to believe. Because when I think about it, every moment I'm entertaining something. And so I might as well entertain something that serves me. We're always assuming something, okay? And a lot of times we're assuming things from a place of what our brain has collected as memories. And so the true challenge is to assume the best case scenario, assume that things are working out, assume that you're aligned and you're going to be in the right places with the right people, with the right opportunities, that you have more than enough, that you are more than enough. But you have to choose that because naturally we're wired to assume things based off of what we've been through. And so if we're creating a new reality, we can't continue to assume from a place of the past. And so this month has required my full undivided attention, my full locking in to what I'm assuming. Because, like I said, when you think about it, you're always assuming something. You're always thinking something. So you have to choose which assumption is going to be better. Am I going to assume that this same story is going to repeat itself and I'm going to keep being in challenge and struggle or whatever? That's one option, but I don't have to choose that. I can assume that, you know what? I'm a magnet to good experiences. I attract money with ease. I attract opportunities with ease. Everything is working out for me. You know, my divinity, my power, it is a magnet to prosperity. I am abundant. I am divine. I am love. I am light. That's a little bit of what my internal dialogue has sounded like for the month of April. It had to. It had to. It had to. It had to. You know? So I'm just really proud of that. Like, I'm so proud of that. And to be in a space of like, you just have to create. When you create, you're the closest with creator because I am creation and creator. And so, why not tap into my divine abilities? I'll never know if I never try. Okay. And this is what April was about. And I'm just proud of all of that, you know? And this month, I've also seen how you have to really train yourself to be consistent with being in peace. Problems and stress and worry become so comfortable sometimes that when you really get on your bully about your mindset, you have to like train yourself that this is your new norm. It's normal for me to be at ease. It's normal for me to feel peace. It's normal for me to know that everything is working out. It's normal for me to feel good. It's normal for me to receive. I say that because right towards the end of April, I felt myself trying to have a little change of mood, change of energy. And it's like, oh, my ego said, you've been real locked in. Let me give you something else to focus on. Let me give you something else to throw you off. And I'm just recognizing that this month, I'm telling you, was the most locked in I had ever been. And right at the end, something tried to test me. But I recognized that it's just familiar. It's just familiar, you know, not needing my attention, but it's familiar. And sometimes familiar comes up when you're uncomfortable to try to trick you out your spot, to go back into that misery, into that comfort, you know. But you don't have to do that. Growth takes place when you're uncomfortable. You got to keep choosing it. You have to keep choosing it. So, girl, now that April has come and gone, like I said, at the end of each month, I just like to take inventory. I have to gather my data of what worked well for me, what didn't work out so well, what am I proud of myself for, what am I grateful for, what things do I want to maintain, and then what things do I want to improve upon, what needs a little bit more of my attention. And that, for me, that process of taking inventory, it helps me be accountable. It helps me take some time to process what actually happened this month because we know the time can fly so fast. And if I don't sit down and reflect, I'll just be flying by the seat of my pants. And I really want to remain intentional about my days. So I hope those questions are something that you can be present with as well, to reflect, you know, decide what made this month what it was. What am I kind of disappointed by that I want to improve upon or I want to nurture a little bit more? What lessons were present for me this month? I think something for me that I learned in the month of April is that I'm capable. It's really always me in my own way. And so getting out of my own way, being in a place of choosing consistent joy, gratitude, peace, ease, it's it's worth it. It's not always easy, but it's worth it. I really hope those questions can help you out with deciding what you want to carry into this new month of May. Those are questions that I like to journal and just be present with. So let's get into the real tea, okay? The real tea of April and another theme of what I'm including in these monthly inventories. What kept me rooted in the month of April? That gym, girl. That damn gym. It has kept me rooted, I'm telling you. Moving my body, kind of challenging certain limits, mental limits, physical limits, you know, just moving that energy around. Because I truly was present with the fact that energy is energy. The same energy that can destroy me is the same energy that I can use to create something. So it's like any emotional energy, any like energy from hardship or whatever the case may be, I can use that. That energy can either have me spiraling downward or I can use it to spiral me upward. And so the gym and moving my body has really, really been something that has kept me so rooted this month. And girl, you know, eating nourishing foods has kept me rooted, taking care of my vessel in that way as well. Eating whole foods, eating balanced foods, eating my fruits, drinking my fruits, you know, just all of the things, making sure that I am just nourishing my temple and eating like I love myself. Like I told y'all before, I am an avid journaler. I'm going to write it down every time. And so, girl, this month, scripting has kept me so rooted. Scripting in a state of already done. Scripting from a higher self. Scripting from a place of I have it. I feel it. I have everything I need and what that feels like. Scripting my best case scenario, scripting the things that I desire, scripting the things that, you know, I know exist for me in the quantum field, but I'm aligning to them. I'm allowing them. I'm remembering how to manifest more quickly, you know? And so scripting for me has been so, so helpful. And if y'all kind of want a more like deeper understanding of what scripting really is, definitely like look it up. And, I can also go into more detail or make like a separate video about it. But scripting from a state of like the wish fulfilled, really tapping in into all of your senses of like, what does it feel like to have everything I desire? What does it smell like? What does it taste like? What am I doing? How do I look? What are my habits? Like tapping into all of your senses and placing yourself there. So scripting has truly kept me rooted as well. And just like what I'm doing now, being outside, trying to connect with nature, commune with nature, talk to the trees, talk to the trees, give gratitude for feeling the sun on my skin, walking my baby boy, and just being present with him. Going on walks with him has really allowed me to tap into presence on a whole nother level. Because he's just sitting there having the time of his life, smelling the grass, and it just reminds me to practice contentment in the small things, in the simple things, finding joy no matter what. You know what I'm saying? And when we go on our walks, challenging myself, you don't need your phone. You don't need to be in your phone. Just be present with the earth. Just be present with your thoughts. Check in with yourself. So walking my baby boy has definitely been something that has been keeping me rooted, keeping me aligned, keeping me present. And baby, let's not forget Miss Coloring Book. Girl, my coloring book has hated to see me coming all outside the lines and everything, baby. I never cared. I'm a color. I love it. I have been loving it. Coloring has like unlocked a little childhood joy, just a little mindfulness, something I can do that doesn't require a screen, doesn't require talking just straight art and creativity and coloring and childhood nostalgia. That has been so tea lately, okay? Girl, those are just a few of the things that honestly have kept me so rooted this month. I would love to hear what has been keeping y'all rooted through the month of April. And what do you look forward to in May? Like I said, for me, April was that girl. I unlocked another level of myself. I pulled myself up when other things were trying to gain my attention in a form of distraction. I supported myself. I supported my partner. We supported each other. We embraced our baby boy. We ate nourishing foods. We had loving conversations. We both poured into our creativity and supported each other through that. I'm just grateful. I'm reflecting on just the fact that I have to keep it up. I have to keep it up. Um, just really staying locked in, staying focused, making sure that I am deciding what my energy is being given to. I'm deciding what thoughts I'm entertaining, what habits I'm entertaining, everything. And so I'm just really grateful for the month of April. I'm grateful for what it represented on an earth level, spring blooming in, things blooming around us, all of the different cosmic shifts that happened this month, all the things that, you know, were birthed and produced, and versions of myself that I continue to shed to allow the best versions to come up and to come out and to be birthed and thriving. Baby, I'm here and I have to stay. I have to stay. It's me versus me. And I just want to encourage everybody else to stay locked in with yourselves as well. Those negative thoughts, those thoughts of lack, scarcity, anything, it's not your truth. It's not your truth. And sometimes we have to rise up in authority over those thoughts. Okay. We have to choose what it's going to be. And so that's really what, I found myself practicing in the month of April, and definitely something that I'm going to continue. I'm going to continue. I'm going to carry these lessons, carry these moments into the next month. And I'm excited to see how that goes and what that does. And just deciding that things are working out for me, assuming the best case scenario. And as you reflect on the month of April, do it with compassion, do it with love. We're not perfect, and the goal is to not be perfect, is to progress and to grow and evolve. Whatever you may feel like you weren't necessarily holding yourself accountable on, we're blessed with a brand new month. The month of May, let that be your intention. Let that be your focus. I know there are several things that I'm going to be nurturing this month of May. I'm looking forward to magic. I'm looking forward to miracles. I'm looking forward to money and abundance, okay? I'm looking forward to materialization. I've been watering some seeds, y'all, with tears, with prayers, with speaking life over it, with movement, with sacred practices. I could cry just thinking about it. But in the month of May, I'm expecting it to materialize. I'm claiming that it will. And with that, I just have to trust. I just have to trust. I just have to know that it's all working out. If only y'all knew like the ins and outs of different things. But, you know, we are all spiritual beings having this human experience, figuring it out day by day. And so I'm just doing what I can to keep going, to continue. And so I just pray that you give yourself permission to be hopeful, give yourself permission to be optimistic, give yourself permission to expect miracles. Why not? You know, for the month of May, it's my deepest hope that you continue to show up for yourself through the hard times, through the good times, through anything that may be happening in your world. I hope that you give yourself permission to dream, to have fun, to choose joy, regardless of what's happening. I hope you find yourself in gratitude. I hope you find yourself in answered prayers, in an aha moment of it all worked out. It worked out in a magical way, a miraculous way. And most importantly, for the month of May, I hope you choose to stay rooted in the things that keep you grounded. Choose to stay rooted in the things that make you feel most like yourself. Choose to stay rooted in the things that make you feel like your higher self. May, I hope you put down what's been heavy. Help you lighten the load a little bit and pack light, as Erykah Badu would say. I hope you let it all go. Loosen your grip a little bit so that things can come in. Loosen your grip so that you can surrender and trust the divine plan. Allow the magic to unfold. I know that that's what I'm going to be doing. In the month of May it all work out. May it all be well. May it be full of love. May it be full of light. May you make decisions that feel like a full body yes, feel like a full alignment. May your higher self be at the forefront of your mind every single day. May your habits reflect love. May your habits reflect. I hope you all enjoyed my monthly inventory. It was just straight from the heart, straight from reflection. I did include a little like B-roll of some of the things that I've been doing consistently this past month to keep me rooted, and I'll include that as well, just to give the girls a little sneak peek of like what the vibes really are. You know what I'm saying? What has kept me rooted? I hope something stuck out that allows you to gain more information and compassion towards yourself for everything that transpired this past month. And I hope you give yourself permission to be optimistic about May, Decide that it's gonna be a good month. Decide that it's gonna work out, okay? I know that's what I'm doing, so join me. Join me in being the creator of our realities, okay? I truly hope that y'all enjoyed this video. I will be continuing to do these on a monthly basis, just taking inventory and, deciding what has worked, what's not working, and what needs to be tweaked, okay? I definitely hope that, this was something that y'all can deepen into, root into. And thank you so much for watching. I hope y'all are continuing to subscribe and share and comment. And like I said, baby, I'm keeping this up. I'm keeping it up. So I hope you keep it up too. Whatever you're nourishing right now, whatever you're nurturing right now, I hope you keep it up. Video. I will be back with another one of these next month to take inventory of May and come back and share all the beautiful things that worked out for me because I know it will. I know it will, and I know what's required of me. So I hope you're asking yourself, what is required from me? What hard choices am I going to have to make from a place of my higher self? Yeah. Well, that wraps it up, y'all. Thank you so much for tuning in to my monthly inventory. Like I said, I'm going to keep these up. So definitely stay tuned for the next one. There will be some more content in between. But in the meantime, thank you so much for being here. I hope you are well. May the long time sun shine upon you. Peace.